Hi, I'm Josh Slager, Slager Outdoors. Thanks for joining us today. On this week's show, we're going on part 2 of our 5-part Yukon adventure for last year. Now we're going to be hunting an animal that I've always wanted to hunt my entire life. This is by far, hands down, my favorite animal without a doubt. That is the Alaskan Yukon bull moose. We're going to be joining up again with Caesar Lake Outfitters in Yukon, Canada. Terry and Ruth Wilkinson. They put us on a fantastic goat last week, and I know they're going to put us on a great bull moose this week. Now let's go join in the action and see how we made out. This is incredible, really. I can't believe it. This is the Sign Forest in Watson Lake, Yukon. It's incredible. Wow. I was gonna say there's thousands of signs, but there must be millions. Quite sure that every Tom, Dick, and Harry that's ever traveled through Watson Lakes put up a sign here. That's incredible. But not Josh. I'm not putting a sign up here. Not yet. Might have to though. I just feel out of place. If I don't pound something to a pole, I just feel like I don't belong. Wow. If I left the Sign Forest without pounding a hat into the tree, I would be really sad. My son, look what we have here. This'll work. Oh, Slager Outdoors. What do you think of that? We just found a sign that, wow, Holly and Tom's honeymoon adventure. Wow, July of 2002, all the way from Sarasota, Florida to Alaska. If these people were still married by the time they got home, they were meant for each other. Sitting in a vehicle that long with your wife? Mine's videotaping this. I can't imagine that. If you want to embark on a journey, you should come from Santiago, Chile. That'd be a journey and a half. Wow. 15,841 kilometers. What's that, about 15 years? It's morning of day 7 on our Yukon adventure. Yesterday we were fortunate enough to get that billy goat, and this morning we're moving camp to a new location. You know, I'm not a cowboy. I don't even pretend to be. Don't much even care for horses, and riding them in the mountains at best is quite a challenge for me to do. Here at Caesar Lake Outfitters, they sure got some nice quiet horses. You know, it's a real treat to ride a horse that you don't have to worry about that you can get bucked off every time they spook. They're just a real nice quiet string of horses. One thing you'll find when you're hunting on horseback in the Yukon, there is a lot of riding. Now, I don't know how you would condition yourself to ride a horse. Maybe strap yourself to a 45-gallon drum and have your wife tow it around the block or something. I'm not sure. I don't know how you condition yourself for riding horses. If you're not a cowboy, I'm not a cowboy, I'm a city slicker. So it was pretty hard. That's hard to ride horses like that for 6-8 hours a day. Like that. And I'll tell you, I walked my horse a lot, because if I didn't, I wouldn't have been able to walk when we got to where we were going. But it was a lot of fun. This morning of day 8, we're just getting set to ride out here. I know Terry and Fabian are 100% confident that we're going to harvest something today, so if they're confident, I'm confident, and we're excited and ready to go. We're riding up this valley, and I got off my horse because I wanted to walk. And the number one thing when you're on a horseback trip is you want to walk as much as you ride. Otherwise, by the time you get there, you're going to be so sore and stiff you can't even stand up. So I'm walking my horse. I'm leading him up the valley here, and I'm following Terry. And next thing you know, everybody's like, "There's a moose." I'm like, "What? There's a moose?" I can't see the moose because I'm on the ground, and all these guys are up on their horse, and they're way up above the shrubs, and they can see them. And well, panic sets in, right? The next thing you know, I want to start running over the hill to see if we can see this moose. Let's go check it out. Absolutely everywhere. And then all of a sudden comes a bull, and he was on this side, and he's now crossed over the valley to the other side. He's a big bull. He's got 3 points on the bottom, really long ones. He's got nice shovels. I mean, they're beautiful 3 points on the bottom, and he's just a nice moose. Decided that we're gonna try and take him from here. He's about 300 yards away. We're just trying to find a rock that we can get a good rest on. Right from here, there's a tree that's kind of covering his vitals. So we're gonna try to move up the valley a little bit more and see if we can't find a better rest. I'm sure it was a big bull, man. Wow. As I was sitting there watching this magnificent bull moose,
there was two things that I needed to happen. Number one, I needed my heart rate to slow down so that I knew I could make a good shot. And number two is I wanted him to turn his head the other way so it would expose his vitals just a little bit more.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm ready now. Yes. Wow. After the first shot, we weren't sure if I was hitting this moose anymore or not. Now, it wasn't until we walked up there that we realized that I did hit him every single time. Now, for all you that are wondering, I shoot a 300 Win Mag with a 180 grain bullet, which is definitely enough caliber and it's enough grain. It just goes to show how tough the Alaskan Yukon bull moose really is. I know the first shot was a good shot, but I maybe. Well, I know that he's done. Yes!
He's laying on his back waiting for the
Fine, Fabian.
waiting on his back to just cut up. Pretty nice moose, man.
He's a beautiful moose.
Nice big long
I love those long points. Yeah.
Here's him. Now the work begins.
Does it ever?
Now you can get all bloody if you want. That was right on.
Right on. We got a Yukon moose. He's a beautiful moose. He's got long points. He's just gorgeous. I knew I'd made a good shot on the first shot. I don't know what happened, but them bulls are big and they can just soak it up, let me tell you. What a beautiful animal. You know, sometimes maybe you should just let them just sit for a bit. You know, when you know you make a good shot, you know they're going to go down, but they're such a big animal, I guess, you know, you want to get as much into them as you can. What a beautiful animal, my goodness. How lucky we are to be up here and to be able to take a trophy like that. It's absolutely amazing. And you look at the terrain that we're in the mountains, man. Like, this moose is feeding in a drainage so far above the regular valley. Like, we're up as high as you can go. This valley dead ends not more than a few hundred yards up from here, and oh, what a gorgeous moose, man. That's my dream. You know, when I was a kid, I in school I wrote reports about the moose all the time. I studied the moose. I loved the moose. I loved watching them. They're my favorite animal in North America to hunt by far. They're just my favorite animal, period. And you know, some people think it's funny, you know, well, how can you like to shoot your favorite animal? Well, you know what? It's hunting, and when you have a passion for something, you know, and this is my passion, and now I finally have a world-class moose that I can actually hang on my wall and be proud of and tell stories about for years and years and years to come. Okay, well, we've rounded up the ponies, and we're gonna cross this creek, and we're gonna kind of zigzag our way. We've seen that moose fall like you guys did too, so there's no need to do any tracking on him because he never went anywhere. So we're just gonna kind of make our way, just kind of pick our way through this wonderful Yukon willow. Wonderful stuff that it is. Man, I can't believe they live up here. But we're gonna do the rest of it here on foot. Leave the horses tied up here. This stuff grabs onto you and it won't let go. I haven't really found words to describe what this brush is like, other than miserable and mean. Well, he's not much further. Good thing. Well, there he lays. Not exactly the way you want it, but we're gonna knock some trees down and straighten them out a little bit, and we'll get some good photos, and we'll hold them the way a moose should be held. I can't really do much with them right there like that, so that's where we shot him from, the creek down there. Camera never really does mountain terrain justice, but let me tell you, it's a long way down and it's steep.
You might be able to tip his head out of there, give it a whirl. He's sitting right on his horn. Jammed up pretty good.
Can I tie it off here? Is that what you want?
Yeah. Take it over there. Just be over there.
One sec. Okay. After much work, Terry and Fabian finally got this moose cut free from the little snare that he was snagged in, and what a beautiful bull. He's got excellent fronts, beautiful points. He's got, like, his shovels are beautiful. Like, not every day you see a bull with nice long points like that, and his paddles are beautiful. He's got some nice long points off of his paddles. He's got incredible marbling color in his horns. Couldn't be more happier to take him. We made about a 305, 315 yard shot. The rangefinder was kind of catching a couple different objects in between. It was up quite a ways up this mountain, so it was quite an uphill shot. Made an excellent shot. I went just behind the shoulder. Wanted to take the shoulder out was my plan, and that's what happened. Now the work really, really begins. They're hard on a good day. This moose is halfway up a mountain. It's going to be a lot of fun. What a beautiful bull.
Fabian. So we're down here.
They went in the same hole.
We're down here looking at the moose, and we see 1, 2, 3, and there is one shot from the other side, so we hit him 4 times. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show. Thanks for watching. If you got any questions or comments about today's show, please log on at slageroutdoors.com. Let us know what you think. Now stay tuned for a preview of next week's show. Well, next week we're headed back up to the Yukon. This time we'll be chasing the mountain caribou, and does Caesar Lake Outfitters ever put us on a monster bull caribou? And no, that's not him. We're gonna make a good stalk here. Got our fingers crossed. If anybody watching likes pies, book a hunt with Caesar Lake Outfitters and you get to have one of the best pies you'll ever eat in your life. Ruth Wilkinson makes the most fantastic pies you'll ever eat. If you want a good pie, book a hunt.